Hi guys, welcome back to RJ Story. Dalam video kali ni, kita nak sembang santai tapi padu pasal dua destinasi popular, Bali versus Langkawi. Dua-dua memang cantik, dua-dua famous, tapi lately vibe dia dah mula berbeza. So, kalau korang tengah plan nak travel atau sekadar nak tahu mana lagi best untuk pergi sekarang, stay tune guys, sebab kita akan kupas semuanya dengan jujur dan chill.
Anjir, gue masih kesel banget pikirin kejadian kemarin di Bali guys. Gue kemalingan 20 juta rupiah di Bali guys, tapi pas ke polisi malah diketawain. Parah banget gak sih? Jadi pas gue lagi makan malam di Bali, villa gue dijanggu dibobol guys. MacBook amplas, 20 juta rupiah melayang, plus paspor gue hilang. Anehnya cuman barang gue yang disikat. Punya temen-temen gue aman guys. Kita langsung gas ke kantor polisi jam 1 malam. Gue jelasin pakai bahasa Indonesia tapi gue dikacangin. Polisinya malah ngakak terus bilang, ada paspor? Gak bisa bantu. Akhirnya temen gue terpaksa nego pakai duit biar laporan gue diproses. Ini loh, gue jadi korban tapi malah diperas. Hanya ke Jakarta gak bisa terbang, akhirnya kita sewa mobil. Balik ke Jakarta 1,5 hari tanpa tidur karena gue gak bisa check-in hotel manapun tanpa paspor. Gue benar-benar kecewa sama oknum di Bali. Menurut kalian itu wajar gak? Tulis di komen ada yang pernah ngalamin yang sama gak guys?
I've lived in Bali off and on for the past 3 years, and today I don't think I have ever felt the level of harassment since being here. So I went to a beach. I live in Uluwatu, and I went to a beach, a normal beach that I frequent. And today especially, I had multiple local men taking video and footage of me without permission in my bikini. And it was very obvious because the way that they were holding their phone and as I was walking, they were following me. It was painstakingly obvious. It got to the point where I went to walk to my bike to go get some snacks for a dog that was nursing. And as I walked by a group of men, one of their phones was like following me, and I had enough. I stood there and looked at the guy like, mother, what? And he put his phone down and he was like, no. So I went to my bike, I got my snacks, whatever, for the dog, and then I took a shirt and wrapped it around my waist, and then I went back, and as I passed by him, like, I shunned him and I was like, Buruk, aku tidak suka, I don't like that, like, I don't fucking like that. And he was like, no. And I was like, yeah, shame on you. And I was just like screaming, like, really, it felt extremely violating. And the other men that were with him were like, no, but it was very obvious the way that he was definitely recording me. And I've never had that before. And today, it wasn't just one, it wasn't that group of men, it was multiple. As I was walking to the beach, it was way too much. So if you are coming to Bali, just be aware of this and don't be afraid to fucking tell them something. Like, stick up for yourself, assert those boundaries, and don't let them get away with it.
Ini dia pulau terindah dan paling terkenal di Indonesia yang sekarang berubah jadi pulau sampah. Ini dia Bali. Beneran, kalian gak salah lihat, ini adalah kondisi Bali akhir-akhir ini. Dan masalahnya, hal ini juga bisa terjadi di tempat kalian. Karena hampir semua kota besar di Indonesia itu ngalamin yang namanya darurat sampah. Jujur awalnya aku gak percaya sama berita-berita yang bilang Bali dibanjirin sampah. Sampai akhirnya aku datang ke Bali khusus untuk lihat kondisi di sini. Dan ternyata bener, kantong sampah menumpuk di sekitaran jalan, pembakaran sampah di mana-mana. Pulau yang dulu jadi idaman semua orang sekarang udah dipenuhin sampah. Ini semua terjadi karena udah nggak ada tempat lagi untuk buang sampah di Bali. TPA Suwung, gunung sampah terbesar di Bali, nggak boleh lagi tuh terima sampah tercampur. Terutama sampah organik kayak sisa makanan, sayur, canang, dan lainnya. Yang boleh masuk itu cuma sampah tersisa atau residu. Jujur sebenarnya tujuan awalnya tuh bagus supaya warga mulai pilah sampah. Tapi sayangnya kurangnya fasilitas, edukasi, dan sistem yang belum siap. Jadinya semua sampah tetap tercampur dan akhirnya nggak boleh dibuang ke TPA Suwung. Dan akibatnya banyak yang buang sampah di jalan, ditumpuk, dibakar liar, dan membuat Bali jadi tertimbun sampah. Jujur sedih banget sih ngeliat keadaan Bali sekarang. Makanya tujuan aku di Bali kali ini juga untuk mencari tahu solusi-solusi sampah yang ada di Bali.
Kalau pemerintah Jakarta bisa mengatasi sampah, pemerintah Kalimantan bisa mengatasi sampah, tapi pemerintah Bali tidak bisa mengatasi sampah. Seperti yang kalian tahu, di Bali itu lagi krisis banget sama namanya sampah yang ada di mana-mana karena TPA Suwung itu udah ditutup. Kak, kenapa TPA Suwung udah ditutup? Jadi sebenarnya ini terjadi karena kelalaian pemerintah sejak tahun 2008 di mana pemerintah pusat memberi kebijakan baru, yaitu tidak boleh open dumping, di mana sampah di pick up, diambil dan langsung dibuang aja gitu di TPA Suwung. Harus pemerintah tuh punya cara untuk mendaur ulang sampah. Nah, pemerintah Jakarta, pemerintah daerah lain tuh bisa, tapi pemerintah Bali nggak bisa. Sampai akhirnya dari tahun 2008 sampai tahun sekarang, 10 tahun lebih di Bali itu cuma open dumping, di mana orang pick up sampah lalu dibuang aja di situ dan ditumpuk sampai sekarang. Pemerintah pusat udah geram karena tidak di-recycle atau didaur ulang, sampai akhirnya sampah menumpuk. Dan kalau sampai Agustus ini tidak ada solusinya, maka pemerintah di Bali akan terkena pidana. Makanya itu sampah kita nggak di pick up ya guys. Sebenarnya gue udah muak banget. Gue tuh tinggal di Bali, di daerah turis, dan kalian harus tahu apa. Yes guys, ini orang bakar sampah di luar, dan gue tuh nggak mau keluar kamar sama sekali karena gue tuh nggak mau cium bau sampah, karena itu tuh bahaya banget untuk pernafasan. Apalagi buat para turis, pasti mereka tuh udah tahu banget, anti banget, karena di luar negeri kalau misalnya ada yang bakar sampah bisa kena pidana. Tapi kalau di Bali tidak masalah. Gue nggak ngerti banget sama pemerintah Bali yang nggak ngasih solusi sama sekali, sampai semua sampah tuh menumpuk di depan rumah masyarakat masing-masing. Dan sekarang mereka bakar sampah, katanya sampah-sampah sendiri urus aja sendiri. Terus sekarang sampah nggak di pick up ya masyarakat kebauan, jadi pada membakar bapak. Bukan masyarakat yang bakar itu ditangkap, bukan. Tapi gimana caranya supaya mereka tuh nggak membakar sampah ya bapak ya? Tolong Gubernur Bali, berhentiinlah semua pembangunan yang menggila di Bali ini, urusin masalah sampah. Kita juga tahu, seluruh rakyat Indonesia juga tahu kalau Bali itu salah satu pendapatan tertinggi di Indonesia dari tourism. Jadi masa cuma masalah sampah aja nggak bisa diurusin.
Oke guys, kita start dengan Bali. Dulu, Bali memang antara hotspot paling top dunia. Pantai cantik, budaya unik, nightlife pun happening. Tapi lately, banyak juga cerita kurang best dari para turis. Ada yang share pengalaman kena kecurian, ada yang tak selesa sebab dirakam tanpa izin. Dan paling ketara, isu sampah yang makin menumpuk di beberapa kawasan. Benda-benda ni memang bagi kesan pada pengalaman travel, especially kalau korang first time datang dan expect something perfect. Sekarang, kita compare dengan Langkawi pula. Walaupun tak se-hype Bali, tapi itulah yang buat Langkawi lagi menarik sekarang. Suasana dia lebih tenang, tak crowded sangat, dan ramai turis puji sebab rasa lebih selamat. Korang boleh chill tanpa rasa risau, enjoy nature, dan kebersihan pun masih lagi terjaga. Memang sesuai untuk korang yang nak healing trip, lari dari hustle dan cari ketenangan.
Malaysia, we are definitely breaking up. I cannot tolerate this anymore. Why hasn't anybody told me about such a beautiful place in the heart of Pantai Canang? This is Laman Padi, Langkawi. So it's a rice-field theme park. I've landed here and I've realised that I'm the only person inside. The paths are silent, the rice fields are luscious green, but there's nobody here. Where is everybody? Hang on a second, I think I see somebody over here. Excuse me, sir. Madam. Well, you're probably thinking, well, aren't you scared walking through the rice paddies on your own? And maybe there's snakes and other types of wild animals that could attack you. And you know what? Yeah, I am really scared because it's really daunting. And the biggest problem that I face at the moment are the falling coconuts. Don't forget to look up. The coconut trees are fully loaded with coconuts. And if somebody says, hey, why are you nervous? Why are you looking around? Just tell them you're looking for UFOs.
Sun is shining in Langkawi. We're currently out on a walk. We grabbed ourselves a coffee, really good coffee. We're now trying to find our way to the beach. It is feeling so hot today. It feels like we're on a completely different island because the past 2 days have been raining. But now the sun is shining. This looks incredible. Look at this. So beautiful today. The sand is just so soft on my feet. The sea doesn't even feel cold. It's not even warm. The fact that it's December and we're on an island in Malaysia, like this is just why I love traveling so much, and I never want to stop traveling because you get to just see the most insane places like this. We're currently coming up to so many beautiful palm trees. I just love it. Look at that. There's even a volleyball net here, so you can just play a bit of beach volleyball. I love it. We've just walked about halfway along the beach. This is our current view. You've got loads of like hotels and stuff right on the beach here. I wish I had my bikini on so we could hop in the ocean. I'm gonna have to come back and have a full-on beach day.
We just finished a tour of the mangroves in Langkawi, which is an island off of Malaysia. And I wanted to talk about it because it's a really, really good tour. It was beautiful, stunning, the mangroves were amazing. And it was much more than just being on a boat going through the mangroves. It was also like going through bat caves and seeing all the bats, going to see like different kind of shaped rocks. That sounds really naff, but like shapes like crocodiles, it's quite a common thing over here. But the thing I wanted to talk about, it turned into a really unethical experience. It really stung me as someone that really tries to prioritise ethicality in the tours, things that I book. Essentially what happened is we had this amazing experience and then it ended at a kind of floating restaurant on the river where you have lunch. The place we had lunch was clearly really unethical. So we got off the boat. Before you kind of sit down at the restaurant, these boys show you round their like fish area. I don't know how to describe it. It's basically loads of tiny squares that they had kind of blocked out in the sea, put different kinds of fish in each of them, as well as sharks, like big animals, sea animals. They were just like chucking food at them and the fish would snap up. They would like wave their hand in the water really aggressively to like get the fish to kind of like perform and react. They had like a starfish and a sea urchin that they were kind of like getting everyone to hold and handing it round. It just felt really off. And I asked the boys, I was like, oh, how come you have all these fish here? Why do you keep them? And they said to show. So I was like, okay, this is purely just for tourism. I didn't partake once he'd said that. I sort of held the starfish really uncomfortably, didn't have a good feeling, asked the question and then realised and then sat to one side. Because I really don't know what to do in those situations where I really appreciate that they need to make money, it's tourism, and being a tourist isn't always ethical in and of itself. But I don't really know how to respond to those situations where everyone else is kind of fine holding the starfish and like oohing and ahhing at the fish. I'm now sitting with this feeling that I contributed to something unethical, and feeling a lot of guilt at the fact that I didn't realise this before I booked it, that maybe it wasn't going to be completely ethical. I tried to salvage my kind of moral compass by not buying a drink while we were waiting for everyone to finish their lunch. Because I was like, I'm going to take a stand. I don't want to financially support something that I'm morally, ethically against. But then it's that flip side of, but I also want to support locals. I want to help Malaysia to grow and their economy. I know that people need to make money. I respect and understand that tourism is a thing and apples and oranges to complain about animal welfare, but then your carbon footprint is all over the place from traveling so much. So I guess I'm just having mixed feelings right now and wanted to share that and hear what other people's thoughts were on the topic. Gonna go for some food now, try and feel a bit better and recover the day. Bye.
Look at all these trees, huh? Don't they look wonderful? Today's video is not about trees now. I'm here because I want to show you places in Langkawi. This place is called Tanjung Ru Beach. Look, bunch of shops around. Look at all these now. It's the beach. Now look at that, huh? Oh, you like the look of that? Oh, aku suka juga upah macam ni juga memang padu kayak ni. Oh, hello to you. You from Russia? Where are you from? You want to be in the video too? Why not? I'm making videos.
From Belarus.
From Belarus. Привет, здорово. Здесь Беларусь человек. Кажется, сейчас я говорю на русском.
Oh, yeah.
Да. Как тебе нравится здесь?
Очень хорошо.
Очень хорошо. Надеюсь, что можешь, what do you call, listen to this audio, потому что у него нету это микрофон, you know, him. But it's okay. Я думаю, это хватит, you know, it's достаточно хорошо. Hey, nice to meet you. Okay, anyway, now that was some random interaction. Look at all those ATVs, by the way. Look at that sea. Look at the sea. We've got a bunch of different islands up ahead, of course, now. Oh, kayaking people? They're kayaking, everybody. Look at that wonderful view there, huh? The thing about people is that whenever they come to Langkawi, they seem to be really wanting to go to Pantai Chenang. But you see, that's the thing, folks. It's not always about Pantai Chenang anyhow. Look at that boat moving. Oh, yeah. I don't know where they're heading. Oh, yeah. Am I thinking about the good old days when I'm just seeing all that? Not really, actually. I'm thinking about the trees, because that's what I'm looking at. And now I'm thinking about taking this whole shirt off, really, because it's hot. You know what? I'm not even dressed properly for the whole occasion now. Am I dressed properly, AJ?
You're alright.
Oh, well, whatever, tough guy. I hear that a lot of folks out there, they're very concerned. Is Langkawi dangerous now? Can I swim in them beaches? You are able to swim. You don't gotta worry about nothing now. Oh, hampa jangan nak risau lah, tak ada masalah. Hampa kalau nak berenang ke apa, boleh berenang ke, jangan nak risau. And this is why you should be coming over here. Now think about it. Dipping your feet into the water, and at the same time, it's very much peaceful, not noisy at all. Oh, just imagine the feeling. Oh, I could already. I mean, I don't gotta be imagining, because I'm already here. Am I gonna swim? I'm tempted though, but I ain't gonna do it, because I've got a mission now, and my mission is to show you guys around. Now, if I were to go inside, I'm gonna get real wet, and then later on I'm gonna have to change, but guess what? I didn't bring no extra clothes, so I'm not gonna be able to change if I wanted to, unless I buy new clothes. Now, I ain't gonna do that, of course, though. Oh, look at that. What? Oh, it's a boat. Boatio boat again. Look at that. Boatio boat. This, in my opinion, is the best beach on the whole damn island, Langkawi. All right, so let's go to the next spot.
Dari Kuala Lumpur, gue bakal ngajak kalian ke pulau terbaik nomor 2 di Asia. Dan ini tuh masih di Malaysia. Awalnya tuh gue mikir Bali tuh bakal jadi pulau terbaik di Asia kan. Tapi ternyata Langkawi jadi salah satu pulau terbaik di Asia. Karena tiket pesawat dari Kuala Lumpur ke Langkawi itu murah banget, cuma sekitar 200 ribuan. Dia udah gue mampir ke sini. Sekalian mau ngajak kalian kulineran, lihat-lihat ada apa aja sih di Langkawi Malaysia ini. Jadi ya, yuk ikutin gue di hari pertama. Sampai di Langkawi karena emang lapar banget ya. Jadi kita mau cobain makan nasi kandar. Ya, ini tuh nasi terus dicampur kayak kuah kari yang super banyak banget. Gue pesen yang lauk ayam sama lauk telur. Guyur sama kuahnya tuh macem-macem gitu loh. Baiknya gue tuh sebenarnya cocok sama makanan Malaysia. Cuman sama nasinya doang yang menurut gue kayak kurang, karena emang dia tuh perak banget guys. Tapi nasi kandar Ali Bistro termasuk enak loh. Jadi gue kasih nilai 8/10. Terus di sore harinya sebenarnya gue masih makan lagi ya. Itu salah satu seafood terbaik di Langkawi. Nama tempatnya tuh Dangau Langkawi. Dia tuh kayak ngejual seafood. Terus ada menu-menu lain juga kayak ayam. Terus sayur-sayuran juga banyak. Tanpa basa-basi gue pesen aja langsung ya. Ini lumayan banyak sih. Total kita tuh habis sekitar 150 ringgit. Tahu kalau dirupiahin sekitar 600 ribu. Dan enaknya di sini tuh makanya kita tuh di pinggir sawah gitu loh guys. Nah, aku pesen kayak kuah kari gitu, terus ada capcay, ada juga udang masak merah, telur dadar, terus ada ikan bakar pakai saus merah sama saus santan ya. Kalau kata rekomendasi orang lokal sih ini enak ya guys ya. Jujur menurut gue ini rasanya enak lagi. Ya emang di sini tuh emang cenderung lebih ke agak manis gitu. Dan sambal merahnya pun dia emang cenderung agak manis. Tapi Dangau seafood ini beneran enak banget loh. Kan bakarnya apalagi, waduh best. Nah, kalau kalian ke Langkawi, kalian mampir ke sini, ini gue kasih nilai 9/10 sih. Ya ke tempat terakhir gue ngajak kalian nongkrong, anak skenanya Langkawi gitu. Sama tempatnya tuh halaman. Dan dia tuh emang deketan, ada halaman sama halaman pastry. Kalau punya estetik, ini juga tempatnya agak murah sih. Kan katanya tuh di sini hektarnya enak. Jadi ya udah langsung aja kita cobain aja ya. Jadi tadi tuh banyak banget orang-orang foto yang kayak anak-anak skena gitu foto di depan sini. Jadi kan gue kepo ya mau cobain kopinya dan makanannya. Ya untuk pastry-pastrynya enak aja sih, bukan yang banget gitu. Untuk kopinya juga menurut gue ini masih menangan di Indonesia ya. Tapi bukan berarti ini nggak enak ya. Ini enak. Kalau di sini sih gue kasih nilai 8,2/10 sih. Suka ngopi sambil nongkrong di Langkawi, cobain kesini deh.
So guys, pilihan sebenarnya ikut vibe yang korang cari. Kalau korang still nak experience suasana meriah, Bali mungkin masih okey. But make sure korang lebih aware, jaga barang peribadi dan sentiasa peka dengan keadaan sekeliling. Tapi kalau korang nak trip yang lebih relax, safe dan kurang stres, Langkawi memang antara pilihan terbaik buat masa sekarang. Selain tu guys, penting juga untuk kita travel dengan mindset yang betul. Jangan terlalu bergantung pada expectation media sosial semata-mata, sebab realiti di sesuatu tempat boleh berubah dari masa ke masa. Buat sedikit research sebelum pergi, pilih kawasan yang lebih selamat dan sentiasa hormati budaya serta masyarakat tempatan. Itu bukan saja buat trip korang lebih smooth, tapi juga bantu jaga imej kita sebagai pelancong. Dan paling penting, jaga kebersihan walau ke mana pun korang pergi. Jangan jadi sebahagian daripada masalah, tapi jadilah contoh yang baik. Small actions macam buang sampah di tempat betul pun sebenarnya memberi impak besar untuk jangka masa panjang. Alright guys, itu saja untuk video kali ni di RJ Story. Harap perkongsian ni boleh bantu korang buat pilihan yang lebih bijak untuk next trip korang. Jangan lupa like, share dan subscribe untuk lebih banyak konten menarik. Jumpa lagi next video.